Wow. Okay, Scorpio. Lots of major lessons and shifts coming in for you and new beginnings, I very much feel. Now, one thing I wanted to say is I'm being led to say this. There was a reading, and I think it was Aquarius, where the hanged man came up. And so if that is true, if there's something, what I'm picking up is I feel like if there is, and I'm just saying this is not going to pertain to probably 99% of you, but if there's Aquarius somewhere in your sign, or somebody that has Aquarius, or if there is something legal going on regarding the loss of somebody, if somebody passed and you're questioning the passing, you may want to watch the Aquarius video. So I'm just being led to say that. So I wanted to say that. Now, the other thing is, here we have the hanged man is in the challenge position. We also have the world. And it's interesting because this is a 3 numerically, and this is a 3. So we have 21 and then we have 12, and they both go down to a 3. And when I add all these up, we get 4. So I feel very much that there's changes coming within your own structure, and things that maybe were out of balance become more balanced again. I feel like there's a shift of healing, but I feel like this is a very gradual shift. And what's also interesting is we have the world at the heart of it. And that's the end of the major arcana. And then here we have the ace, which is like a new beginning. The ones represent new beginnings, new opportunities, potential. I'm definitely, first of all, picking up where maybe there were issues with beginning something new, whether this is a new job, whether it's a new business, whether this is a new relationship. I feel like things are getting back on track for you. So that's very, very positive. But I feel like for some of you, it's still in the process. So I feel like there's healing of some kind going on. Now, when I say that, this could be emotional healing, this could be mental, spiritual, but I'm also picking up physical. And I feel like be careful of doing too much, because what I'm getting is like, you may be taking on too much. I mean, every card has its positive and negative, but I feel like you are just completing this cycle. And the cycle, I'm very much focused here on the red ties, like tying up loose ends. But I also feel that don't get so busy that like your hands are tied, just like the hanged man, where things can get like they're not fluid. Or I'm also picking up that I feel like some of you are feeling so much better that just be careful that like take things gently, especially here with the strength card. I almost feel like and I don't know if this is something like, I feel this could be a physical ailment. I don't know. It could be something like somebody twisted their ankle and they're healing from it. Be careful not to move or to, oh my God, I feel so great, that you just go charging ahead, especially with the Chariot here. because I feel as if some of you are feeling very strong. We have the strength card here. That you're feeling so much better that you almost forget, oh, wait, I had twisted my ankle, or, I had done something that really affected me, and I'm, charging ahead. Now, and I'm saying that because I get this feeling of, the hanged man, it is in the challenge position. And I feel as if there is a feeling of going from like just being stuck or taking time out. But because this is in the challenge position, it's almost like this is reverse. So I feel like be careful of just going at something full blast. I mean, every card, even if I didn't read reversals, every card has its positives and negatives. But when these cards here, I just feel like, 0 to 80 in 5 seconds, just be careful of taking on too much. And I think that's part of the reason why the strength card is here. It's almost like, kind of gently ease back into things. Because I almost feel like the way you handle something is going to be very important. So this may, like I said, this may be handling something physically, or it could be a situation that kind of needs, what do I want to say? It's almost like I'm looking at this like this is a Fabergé egg. And the way you handle it is going to be very important, almost like a baby. And I don't know if I said this, but I do feel the delivery of a baby now that I feel like it or feel it, because I feel like there's something very fragile coming, and I do feel like it's a baby, and maybe somebody doesn't want to touch it because they're so scared. It's a newborn. It's such a precious thing. So like, be gentle, or maybe they're scared of not being gentle enough. Something like that. I am definitely getting travel. I'm also picking up, like, this could be definitely for fun, because I'm getting also like, cruise. Like shipping or shipments, but I'm getting something about shipping or delivery. So it's not just a baby, but I feel like somebody's waiting for a delivery of some kind. So this could be definitely, business related. I don't know if you started your own business, but I think that, be careful in terms of finances too. And also in terms of, I just feel like how I feel. It's almost like somebody maybe was struggling financially and things are turning around, but be careful of spending all that money again, or just throwing it out there, and make sure that you're putting in, or someone else, if you have a partner, or that they're investing as much time as you are, because I do have 2 3s here. So, and here, when I look at the Chariot, I'm focused on, very much balancing the dark and the light, but also this can represent 3 people to me. So be careful that, you're not the only one investing in the business or investing into a partnership of some kind, that they're also doing it. And it may even be regarding 2 other partners. So there may be 3 of you total. New beginnings. Definitely with the Ace of Wands. This could also be traveling to go meet somebody in terms of love. And this also could be new love comes in by the end of March, or that if you're not going to go and if you're not traveling for love, you may meet somebody while traveling. I'm also picking up that for some of you, you have to sacrifice something to gain something else. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but I feel that and it's like maybe there's two paths that, like in career, that you want to do. And that's maybe why I was picking up on be careful of taking too much on at once, or maybe there has been a situation where physically you've been affected and it's like you can't do two things the way you used to. Or maybe it's because I keep getting healing, like somebody's recovering from something. I don't know if this was like an injury in a car, but I feel like there's very much wounds and some healing. I'm feeling it right now more physically. And I feel like because of something, and I'm not sure if this has to do with the head or neck or something, but I feel like you can't do in some respects, and you're going to know who this is. I mean, you're going to know if this applies to you, but I feel like you can't do things the way that you used to, but by, making some adjustments, you may be able to not quite do what you used to do right now, but that doesn't mean that won't change down the road. So, but I do feel that some of you have really sacrificed quite a bit, and it is your time. Things are going to turn around for you, especially with the 2 3s that we have here, and we are in the month of March. So I feel though that there's definitely new beginnings, definitely travel, as I stated earlier. And I also am picking up, working with animals, but like in a psychic way. That's what I'm getting. I feel like maybe somebody is developing or working on their gifts or starting a business where it's regarding animals, but I feel like psychically with animals. Things are coming full circle for you. And it may have been a bumpy road, but I feel like, things are beginning to kind of change. It's interesting because I don't usually remember my readings, but I think that I had a reading in the past for you, Scorpio, where I said that, and I know these are very general readings, but I think I said that March, April, May, things would be turning around. And here, this is the reading for the end of March. And for some of you, things are turning around. They are coming full circle, and whatever needs assistance or looking at, you're doing that.